That's what I used to tell myself when I go run those hills in the back and sweating. And I'm just like, what the fuck am I doing out here? You know?
Yeah.
And then I tell myself, you know what?
Yeah.
If this is the worst part of my day, it is not bad.
How's it going, my friend?
Wasabi. So we're gonna show some haul. Like we're gonna show what you brought back from Japan, especially like these wasabi graters, right? I think the first one we're gonna show is the one you gave me.
Yeah, as you open it up, you can see it's wrapped up. The name of the company is called Chojiro.
Chojiro.
Yeah, Chojiro Grater. That was part of the TV show. So we actually went to their factory. So when I got there, they wanted to film me working on the Oroshigani. That was like part of the, part of the thing.
Yeah.
And
People would like to hear that.
Yeah, so they had the
What
holes.
a lady.
They had the holes pre-drilled into the paddle, and they give you a little hammer. And I believe this is the kanji or the name of the company, Chojiro.
Do they make more than one kind of graters?
Oh yeah, I mean these are the guys that like.
Oh, they're like the biggest one.
And in fact, like the types of skin, this is kind of the most common skin. They have about 4 or 5 different types of skin that they source from like Southeast Asia, maybe like Indonesia, from the fish markets. So the skin is kind of a byproduct because they're not going to use the skin in Indonesia for anything. So they just kind of throw it away. So the Japanese will come and buy it. This is the belly of the manta ray or whatever kind of ray shark it is. This is, I believe, Hinoki cedar because it's going to be washed quite a bit. So this cedar can, it's water repellent. There's all kinds of things I'm not aware of. I just know that this is one of the highest ends of wood you can use for this.
Yeah, this one looks brand new because it's never been used.
It's never been used.
Yeah, and I've had it and I've kind of held on to it, and I think I'm waiting for a special occasion. What else you got? What else you got?
Okay, yeah. So this is yours.
Away, yeah.
Make sure to keep the instructions right there with that. Put the box.
Yes, it's in Japanese. I wouldn't know what to say. Okay. Hey, I'm missing a front piece here.
This is actually kind of the.
They all have the thing. Where's my thing? Oh, because this is the.
This is how you can tell. Like, I bought this behind the scenes because this one it's the same box pretty much.
We don't want a name on our.
Yeah, this one doesn't have. This one doesn't have a label. This one has no label. So anyway, so that's the. This is essentially kind of the same thing, but they make different geometric patterns.
Oh, look at that.
So this is kind of this is what they call a paddle wasabi.
The ping pong.
Or oshigani. And it's pretty simple. The concept with this shape, you're creating in a circle. That's a circle. Maybe it's a little more stable. It doesn't slip kind of to the side as much.
Yeah.
As you can see, kind of like yours, I've actually never used that one. So that'd be kind of a good test at some point.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
This is the
like, Kenjin Rushi.
Yeah, the Kenjin Rushi. Obviously, big difference. These are made of natural materials. These will degrade over time depending on how many wasabi you grate. The stainless steel, when you look at it carefully, the etched design onto the surface of that spells wasabi and hiragana repeatedly. This one I just got in the market.
Holy fuck! What is this?
In Shizuoka. It was like a wasabi specialized market.
Wasabi specialized?
Yeah, so the market was like really close to where they farm the wasabi, so everything was kind of wasabi centric. That has
like more like a ginger grater.
Exactly. So it's gonna have kind of teeth all over the place. You can put that away. Yeah. This actually, this one is open. So this is same thing. Some little store, some little market off this. I think I just saw wasabi on the side of the street. Yeah, just pulled over and they had a ton of stuff. This is from Izu. Here you go. Yeah, just a cheap, simple plastic pattern. Easy to travel with. I've actually never used it, so I'm not sure how good of a job it does.
Probably as good as a plastic grinder.
You can tell the difference.
Yeah,
it's cute though. It's got the wasabi thing on there. Good.
I'm not gonna judge.
Here's the brush. This is made by the same company as the one that you have and the paddle.
Yes.
And you can just see it's if you can hold that up.
Yeah.
It's got the just finer bristles to collect more wasabi off of the surface of the thing.
Don't look at me. Look at the camera, then they might focus on the thing.
Gotcha. We're gonna open this up.
Okay.
This is actually kind of a special on
Yeah,
video.
yeah. So okay, first of all, when he first came up, he was like, "Hey, open this. This shit is like Japanese wrapped, unopened." He's like, "Open it." Like we don't even have a camera rolled. We haven't done anything, and he's like, "Open it up."
Yeah. In fact, I don't know how many people in outside of Japan have this.
Okay, that's good to look at.
So this brand right here with the kind of the double wasabi, you see the double stem?
Yeah, X
That company's called Fujiya Wasabi.
Fujiya.
Yeah, and that's from Azumino, Japan, which is in Nagano, like in the mountains.
Okay.
So this one is kind of an extension of the Hagane Exame, like the stainless steel version.
Okay.
This one's a little more heavy duty, and it's got a 3-dimensional design. So go ahead and you can.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, you can see the box. You can feel how heavy it is. Like, hold that.
Oh, look at that. Beautiful box. Don't look at me. Look at the box.
So what this says in the kanji Oni Namida, which translates to demon tears. Like it causes even a demon to cry. Right? That's kind of the concept with that. Yeah,
I love that.
it is. You can see it's got nice cloth.
Oh man, it's got a jacket on it.
Yeah, I mean it's a cloth jacket.
Oh my goodness.
You got the
Yeah.
bubble wrap. And this one, when you feel this one, it's got a really unusual surface. Put your finger on that. Just kind of rub it on there and tell me.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It catch it.
Yeah. That one's like kind of the latest design.
This is like a super fine ginger grater. Like it grips like a ginger grater, but it's way finer. Like cause the ginger grater for wasabi is not good. Like it chunks it up. It makes it like kind of like choppy, you know. But this right here,
that's arguably probably the best in the world for grating wasabi.
This one,
be tough to argue
Amazonable?
No.
Oh yeah. Nobody outside of Japan has this one. That's right.
I think I bought 3 of those.
Oh, nice. Hey, if anybody wants to take a look, feature this on your channel, hit him up. He'll do a collab. He'll come, but you gotta feed him well, too. Today I gave him Hokkaido uni.
He's one of the most modern, biggest companies in Japan for wasabi.
But you can tell.
Like he's got a production facility that's like 2 years. Like he's really ahead of the game. That's pretty much it for the graters. Okay, I'm just gonna grab. In fact, let's not even look.
Yeah, you got bags. This is like.
I'm gonna pull it out and give you the story of Japan.
We should do this. This one should have been the live.
Oh yeah, this is the. I got this from Daio Wasabi Farm in Japan. That's probably the most visually famous wasabi farm in the world.
Oh,
that's the one that you see, like all the pictures of in Japan, like all the postcards. Like that's from. I haven't seen it anywhere but there. A lot of the stuff is from there because you can't find this anywhere else. Wasabi plushie.
I'm Chinese, dude. We give these to our kids. Like, keep it in the bag.
Wasabi Kit Kat.
Yeah, the art of chef right here. Oh, it's like mint chocolate. Look at that,
baby.
Oh,
chapstick.
Oh, that's right. He was so chapped. He was like, "Oh, I want to use some chapsticks." I was like, "What? Wasabi chapsticks, man? You gotta get some tears with that." Oh yeah, wasabi keychain.
This one's from Okutama, Japan.
Okay.
Which is right outside of Tokyo. So, like every kind of town or like region there has like a little mascot. Yeah. This one is called Wasabi.
Because that's where wasabi is from.
Yeah, they're trying to that's kind of their game plan.
Thank you for showing us all this stuff. Okay. I do want to have you come on to talk about the fitness thing, right? That's one of the most, one of the things I wanted to get you on here to talk about. When you have people that make, let's just say if someone makes $100,000 a month.
A month, okay.
Oh, you're laughing at that. That's some people just laughed because that's little. You laugh because that's a lot, right? So let's just say if someone that makes $100,000 a month, I want to convince them that it's not. It shouldn't be hard for you to decide to spend $10,000 a month for someone to take care of something for you, right?
Absolutely.
Either they're like
well, it depends on what it is, but I mean, yeah, like a proportionate to their income, yeah.
Right.
You're gonna pay for a doctor, like a medical doctor,
right?
Horse chiropractor.
Yes, horse chiropractor. Yes. Let's not get too. let's not get too deep into that because it's gonna sound judgy. But you know what?
No, you're right.
Like, but
It's just a different dimension.
no, but someone paid me over 10 grand a month to cook, and they still gotta pay the ingredients, right? So earlier I said, you know what? If you find the right people, you show them the right results. 10 grand a month to get a sexy ass body, it's cheap. It's cheap. So this guy said he's gonna train me with his 20 years of track coaching experience and all. He said he's gonna train me. Okay, I'm gonna let him train me because I thought he was gonna charge me to train me, but
No, we're doing this. Everything we're doing right now
that's
is
right.
we're working together.
That's right. Working together. I'm gonna spot the gym fee, right? Let's just put it out,
Yeah,
let's
like
put
whatever
that-
the rentals.
that's right.
Yeah, like
No,
the fixed,
and so
cheap. Get there.
I
and
would
then
love
we're
to
good,
pay for his time, but he doesn't want my money.
Nope.
So he will keep doing this. He'll train my body, so you will see the progress of his work. We're talking about a couple years, okay? It's okay. It takes time. Couple years sounds like about 100 episodes. It's okay. So in 100 episodes, that'll be sexy.
I would say depending on your goals, I'd say 2 years is a good timeline for.
I just want to be long.
This is for the rest of your life.
Yeah, I just want to live like.
I think it was a 6-pack.
Yeah, and you know what? That's funny because the 6-pack is on my list of goals.
If you have a little room for slippage, like vacation time with the kids and stuff, but if you committed hard for 2 years, I could guarantee that it wouldn't be a problem.
I heard this term.
It'd be pretty easy, actually.
Have you ever heard of the person named Tim Ferriss?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tim for 4 hours work, 4 hour work week. So he has a podcast called Tim Ferriss Show, right? He said, "Do you know how you know your 6-pack, like you're under 10% body fat?
If you have a 6-pack?
If you have penis skin on your abs."
What the hell are you talking about?
Oh, I see. Yeah, like the little, like
there's
no fat underneath it.
Yeah, the skin is so skinny. Like I was like, I've never had penis skin anywhere else other than my penis.
Yeah, that's an interesting.
And now, a quick break. We hope you're enjoying this episode of The Art of Chef. If you're listening to us on your podcast app, we want to invite you to watch these episodes again on our YouTube channel. This is a completely different entertainment experience. Especially during our guest interviews, we love to spice things up with GIFs and other visuals that really bring the episodes to life. So don't be a stranger. Subscribe to The Art of Chef on YouTube and download episodes wherever you get your podcasts.
When I was running track and field at UC Berkeley, that was one of the first times that we had body fat test assessment. We didn't have this in Weed High School, and it was just especially in the early 90s, mid 90s.
Right.
So that was the first time I got like a full profile. And at the time I was about 5'10", 145, 150 pounds. And I think I was about 3.5-4% body fat.
Penis skin?
It wasn't even that. Like you couldn't, like the skin wasn't even coming off. Like it was just like
stuck on there.
Batman suits. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What's the game plan here?
Okay.
Am I gonna have to just be like Rocky and just drink?
No, that's like in fact, I'd probably say for someone your age, like that can be an option, like running the hill with a log if you're like in good to great shape. But you're also increasing the probability of something bad happening. If something bad happens, then you can't do anything.
Yes, exactly.
So that's the worst, like injury. That's kind of the worst thing. So I'd say,
that's why I'm down doing this because last time we went to the park with Elena. Right?
It's fun.
Yeah, I didn't feel like I was had to puke, because sometimes people want to show off and be like, I can get your ass to get work done.
Number one, you were better than I thought you'd be.
That's good.
And I'm not just saying that because this is you finally have heard.
Oh no.
Oh Jesus. Yeah, so the game plan for you, most important thing, how old are you again?
I am 42.
So yeah, 42. When was the last time you lifted weights or anything like along those lines?
I'm decent. Maybe a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. but I need to warm. Once I warm back up my body, I can do. I was lifting couple body parts.
About like machines or like what? Like your like bicep tricep type split. Like what were you?
So I was doing.
yeah.
So I was doing just big muscles, opposite in a row. So I would do bench
Planet
press.
Fitness, like at the house.
No, at the Equinox.
Oh, Equinox.
So then
okay.
I would do bench press, maybe some kind of like a deadlift or something, and then go and do squat, and then do that like as like a circuit, right?
That's great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and because like right now, what I currently do is I go to Equinox, I foam roll,
How long?
like 10 minutes.
Okay.
And I try to get 10 like some kind of just all my body, all my legs foam rolled.
What part of the legs? Like the IT band, quads,
Yeah. Whatever I can think I can handle.
or whatever you kind of think needs it that day. Okay.
Yeah. Or just
Yeah.
yeah. And then I would either do the elliptical for 30 minutes
Okay.
or just go steam for 20 minutes.
Okay.
And if I do the elliptical for 30 minutes, I'll go steam for 10 minutes. And that's pretty much it. This is my old man maintaining my body weight workout, right? Then I golf. That's the only other.
That's good. I mean, it's I would say take nothing out of that routine.
And just
Like,
add some weight.
Well, I think what we're going to be doing is like, we kind of talked about when I was running track in my metabolic furnace. Like I could eat, a whole pizza like in a sit down and like.
Oh, so you have the recipe to turn that on.
It's all hormonal. My training, we're going to influence your endocrine system.
Speaking of hormones,
Yeah.
Tim Ferriss,
No, God!
in his book, he said, "Do you know what's the best test of if you have enough testosterone or not?
If you're having a lot of sex,
No, when you wake up, if you have a boner or no boner.
100%.
Like okay,
100%.
right?
That's the name of the game. I 100% agree
like
with that.
you
That's
should wake up.
your direct thermometer. If you're waking up with a morning wood, what do you think you have it when you're 18?
Because you're just rocking on that.
Your hormone,
Yeah,
like
just
your adrenal, like your
dick's about to pop out,
testosterone,
coming,
insulin, like
tapping
growth
on your
factor,
shoulder.
all these this hormonal soup is in fifth gear. All these things are cueing different types of growth, like bone growth, muscle growth. You kind of hit your peak as an adult. But training should be focused. It should be number one, very intelligent. Even with my track teams, like we never did like a snatch, which is like you put the video thing, but you're catching it overhead straight. It's it's a very complex Olympic lift.
Some shit.
Just the probability. Number one, teaching it is extremely difficult. I mean, you can just go on YouTube. You can find all kinds of not good stuff happening. So reducing the probability of something bad. Number two is we're hitting the endocrine system. Like it depends on the person. The hormonal system is kind of the software for the entire body. That's telling you like if you're gonna have muscle growth, catabolic, which means you're anabolic means you're growing muscle, like anabolic steroids. Catabolic means you're eating muscle. Like if you drink a lot of liquor, you're gonna if you have a bottle of wine a night or half a bottle, that's catabolic. If you have a lot of caffeine, coffee might be, that's more of a diuretic. So you're gonna lose a lot of water. So everything kind of has.
I drink a lot of coffee.
I don't I had a little coffee today, dude. I maybe have coffee like once a month.
Yeah, I'm still on coffee every day.
That's because the two kids, man. I mean, that's a lot of. You probably need it to get.
Yeah.
So that's something too. Like you have to take that into account. I can't have you do a CrossFit style workout where you're throwing up at the end, and the rest of the day you're totally useless.
Yeah, that's
We have to pick and find our battles. But the smartest path up the mountaintop, it's not straight up the side. You have to find the path. And over time, the path will become more difficult. Sometimes it reduces.
Nah, I just pay someone like you to haul my ass all the way to the top.
No, that ain't gonna happen. Sorry, bro.
No, but it's just your wisdom. I mean,
That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
I mean,
I'm your guide right there with my bamboo
I'm
stick.
saying.
You'll see my bamboo stick. You've seen it.
Yeah.
And you'll see me walking alongside of you, just
That's okay.
teaching you how to get there. And at some point, I'll be spanking
okay.
you on the butt.
Yeah, I like that.
And then you go walk on your own.
Yeah, no, it's great.
For you, I'd say for you at this point, like the lifting, the golf, I think is probably like it's getting you outside. There's a lot of great stuff. I would probably say you just got to hit the big muscles, and it's got to be compound lifting.
Front hex squat. Somebody said that's the best workout on earth. Like, so the bar is like right here, I think.
Oh, front squat.
Flexibility is one of my things. You know, like I'm not flexible,
And that's where I come into play.
yeah.
Like I can see why you're not flexible,
Right.
what is causing the imbalance,
Right.
how do we address it, how do we fix it, how do we reintegrate, so you're moving and doing everything correctly. And then once you kind of get that's like going from the white belt to the yellow belt, like the second. Then once you get to the yellow belt, then you can, maybe add a little bit of weight. But the movement should be very simple. If you do it smart, sprinting is the thing that pays the most dividends in terms of that hormonal production we're talking about.
Right, dude. Because I have a track right next to my house. Like I think
you should live on that.
Like the game plan should be you injecting me with stuff on top of what I do.
That's 100% the game. The game plan is first it's like learning a different language, right? So the first, like the white belt, the first thing is learning what hinging through the hip, bracing, dynamic movements, all this combination of things. I have it all kind of on a list, and we'll share it like on the notepad on the iPhone. We'll have testing and we'll have the video on this notepad.
Okay.
I do this with all my clients.
Okay.
And we can see over time, okay, man, here's your numbers, your body fat percentage, like here's the way you looked. We'll take a shirtless pic.
I did take some when you asked me to.
I don't think you ever sent them to me.
No, I haven't. But it's okay. We can take some more. I'm probably
do some different ones. Yeah, we want to. That is your starting point, right? That's like you on the launch pad. I would be kind of the maybe the guidance system, but you do everything else. And eventually, over time, it's kind of like escaping the atmosphere.
Right.
Then you're on your own. That's the name of the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And if I look good from your training, people are gonna see me and they're gonna be like, "How did you do that?" Yeah, and I can learn some of this stuff, and I do it for my kids, and they'll want to do it, and then it'll benefit them. You know what? And it'll benefit me. I'll have 6-pack scratch off my goal list. That was always on the top of the goal list.
And that's a superficial goal.
Yeah, 6-pack is hard. You know why? Because I have so much right here. Like
but that's why I say 2 years. Here's the deal. Right. Like you could pack on the muscle, right? You could get everything set up, and then if that was like a very motivating goal for you, depends on how far you plan it out. You can control your diet.
Cut it and then
it depends. Like the bodybuilders, all they're doing is when they shred and lean out, dude, they're just like
dehydrated.
They're like eating nothing, dude. It's like it's miserable.
Being lighter, like stronger, lighter. It'll be easy. One of the things that motivated me to lose the weight to begin with is I was in this condo and my wife was like, "Hey, if you pass out, I can't get you out of here."
Wow,
I was like, "You're right, honey. I gotta work. I gotta lose this weight because I don't know if she can pull me out now, but I'm still bigger. But that's why it really it was right here.
Let me ask you this: how much do you weigh right now?
Right now, I'm like 210.
What would you like if you in that 2 year when you see yourself with a 6-pack? What would be like your dream weight? Not your ideal weight, like your dream weight.
I think 6-pack. I need to be like once in like 160. Like
that's what I'm saying. You'd probably be like because you're about the same height as me.
Yeah, one like 160 is pushing like 50 something 150.
I bet you could probably you probably be like low 170s.
Yeah.
But I think once you kind of get there, which is not, the bodybuilders, it's not healthy.
Right. Like 186 was the lowest I got. That's when I was running half marathon. Like I was training for a half marathon.
How'd you feel when do you feel pretty good training for that?
I didn't mind it because you smoke a bunch of pot and you go and you run, right? Right. I actually love it. I like training in the rain.
Yeah. You almost become kind of like a masochist, right? Like
you just by yourself.
Yeah. It's like your time to think and just Just zone out, right?
Yeah.
You get kind of in that. I know exactly.
Yeah, it's so and then but then I was
Why'd
fat.
you stop doing it?
It's just my heels.
I started hurting.
Yeah, and my knee and then the amount of time.
Yeah.
And then I picked golf up. I think that's the thing, and then that's probably one of those things that I can probably do just as long as like running and walking,
But that's what I'm saying. If you develop like dynamic strength, because golfing, that's a very rotational movement with a lot of torque, and I've had like a lot of friends, and I had a lot of hernias and kind of those, because you're not really thinking about it, right? It's kind of like swinging a baseball bat. In track and field, you have 1 to 3 seconds. That's called your ATP. That's like the immediate like reaction. You can kind of train that. It's all like stretch reflex. First off, we're gonna commit to a start date.
Okay.
We're gonna meet next week's gonna be sometime next week. You're gonna come to Lux Fit. Okay. We're gonna do an assessment. I'm just gonna see. Okay, grab the barbell. Show me a hip grip pronated position. Show me a
I wouldn't know what
Romanian deadlift. Just once again, learning the terminology. You're not gonna. I'm gonna see what you kind of know where you are, and then how you move.
Yeah. Okay.
That lets me know, and then that get your weight and get a complete blood profile.
I have one. I just went to the doctor. I just went to get the
Perfect.
test.
You should be looking at like your testosterone levels, and you have different gradations of that. Like you can look at like free floating testosterone.
Yeah.
That is kind of the secret sauce.
Okay.
So that's kind of overkill information you're gonna get from the doctor, so you have to request it. They might give you a little bit of a hard time, but you're like, man, this is like
They did. They didn't want to give it to me. It's okay. I'll show you what I got.
Okay.
And then you can take a look.
So we're basically kind of like the rocket ship we talked about. We're packing to get on that ship.
Yes, sir.
Right. And you've got a week, to get your shit tight. Honestly, like, this is cute and all, I'm doing this because you're my friend. Yeah. Like you said, it's like the way I tell my clients, like, we're learning a different language.
Yes.
You're teaching me the language of the kitchen, the art of being a chef.
Yes.
Right. Which you can see I've got a long ways to go.
You already cut yourself. You're well in the way. You're well in your way.
Right. So that's a good thing about the gym. There's, quite a bit less chance of bleeding. The 2-year thing, that's a long term. All I can tell you is if you can get through the first sessions, you're going to wake up and you're going to feel a big difference. Just in kind of the way that you move, kind of your energy levels. Yeah. We're shifting into those gears.
Okay.
And it's going to be fun, man. You're going to be a lot of fun. But we're going to, and then the fourth part of this, and we're not going to do this, the 400-meter test.
Okay.
Until probably about 6 weeks and maybe even longer into our training.
Okay. Until
I feel like it's safe enough for you to run. And it has nothing to do with, even with our athletes that are like, we don't do any testing. Everything's super slow.
Okay. Yes.
Because all it takes is one hamstring, one bad day, one heel problem, that's all it takes. And then we're out of the game. We don't have time to miss time.
Yes, no, I do not have time to miss time.
We don't have, you got 2 kids, we don't have, so we have to be, the time that you and I are together, it's going to be the funnest part of your day.
Yes.
But it's also going to be the most,
work. It needs to be work.
Most challenging.
Yeah. It needs, that's fine.
By far.
That's fine. It's fine.
You're going to love it, man. I'm telling you, it's going to be a lot of fun.
That's why I used to tell myself when I go run those hills in the back and sweating. And I'm just like, what the fuck am I doing out here? And then I tell myself, you know what? Yeah. If this is the worst part of my day, it is not bad. It's still gaining for myself. Yep. Right? It's tough, but that means in family situation, it's not this tough. At work, it's not this tough. In friendship, it's not this tough.
Not this tough.
Yeah.
And, I think that's kind of our bond right here is like you're teaching me so many lessons, not just about cooking, just like beyond that, which you can tell I'm a little stubborn.
No, it's okay.
Which is part, but
yes,
just the energy, kind of that, what you're sending this direction, like
the way you're trying to break me is the way I'm trying to break you.
Yeah, like you can see this is the nicest. And probably once we get out there, you're gonna see kind of like it's the flip side of the coin. Right, let's just keep it simple and let me just train the shit out of you, and let's see if I can back up what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's on camera.
Yeah, it's on camera. it wasn't on the whole time. It was not recording. Nice.
Really?
Yeah, no. Thank you for coming up again. I know we got it.
No, it's thank you.
And thank you because you reached out. You got to remember that. Okay, someone like yourself, someone like Ricky, you helped me. Like you were nice first. You're like a good mix of food and health, you know, and fitness. I mean, and then we're gonna do some traveling to Japan with this stuff. Come on, let's do it.
Thanks for joining us today. Before you go, don't forget to subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. If you enjoyed this episode, it only takes a moment to post a positive rating and review. Your support allows us to grow the community and reach more extraordinary people just like you. And come check out the Art of Chef YouTube channel on your next lunch break. We'd love to see you there. Thanks again for listening. See you in the next episode.